Alright, welcome to workout video number 2. Today I will be demonstrating several very simple exercises which are designed to assist you with rehabilitating from surgery and I'll be specific, knee surgery, and that's exactly what I'm doing, or just to increase your fitness level in general. So today we'll be focusing on our stabilizing muscles, so we incorporating a lot of planks and whatnot, and also we will be working on getting the flexibility of that knee back. Okay, so our first exercise, we're going to start out in the push-up position, okay? And just as I am demonstrating, you want to step your toes out to the side. Just walk your toes out to the side while maintaining a nice, firm push-up position, okay? Now, there's 2 different variations to this specific workout. You can either do as I am doing and step your toes out to the side, or if you have a nice smooth surface, you can opt to just slide your toes out to the side, kind of like skating. I do think it's a bit more difficult, which I like. It has its benefits. So it's up to you. There's 2 different variations. You can either step your toes out to the side or you can slide them out. I think eventually I actually decided to slide my toes out to the side. I was a little too skeptical at first because I'm doing this on the concrete and I didn't want to skin my toes, but it wasn't an issue. So yeah, we're gonna do 20 repetitions on each leg. Okay, and as you can see now, this is the toe sliding variation. I actually prefer this one. A little rough on that ground, but we're getting it done. Also, I don't know if you guys have like the little sliding platforms. You can also use those, put those underneath your toes. I know they make them, they sell them at fitness stores or whatnot, but they actually have little platforms specifically for exercises like this, where you can lay them underneath either your hands or your feet in this instance, and then you can virtually slide on any surface. I don't know if they're good on the concrete, but maybe one day I'll try it. All right, getting close to finishing up our 20 repetitions. This is actually my first time doing all of these exercises. They were recommended by my therapist, so excuse me while I actually check to make sure I'm doing each exercise correctly as instructed. Okay, so this next exercise, we are going to be in a plank position, and we're going to maintain that position while we lift up one leg and do a rear donkey kick to the sky. Okay. Now, one thing I can notice about my form, and this is probably because I'm just starting off, I'm a little weak, but it will improve over time. But my butt is a little high in the air. I would ideally want to be lower to the ground, more of I guess, a flat plank rather than, I guess you could call it, the triangle that I'm currently in. Now, you can do either or, maybe you'll have to, do it a little different, but whatever variation you need to do, just starting out, it's okay. Eventually you will get to the point where your form will be spot on. Just keep going, work with what you have, do what you can, and eventually you will get this down packed, guaranteed. All right, so we're gonna do 20 repetitions on our left leg. All right, cool. That's our 20, and we are going to our next exercise. And this next exercise, we will be in a side. I like to call it a side plank. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna have the only two points of contact on the ground that we want is our forearm and our foot. Our forearm and our foot. Now, if you need to alter this exercise just a tad bit because it's a bit difficult, then feel free to do so. If you can't maintain that complete side plank with just your forearm and your foot on the ground, then what I would recommend is you allow the lower portion of your leg to actually rest on the ground, and that'll give you more support and stability, okay? Make it a little bit easier just for starting off. Eventually you want to get to this position that you're seeing here, raising our leg in the air with just our forearm and our foot on the ground. But it's fine just to start out with your lower leg resting on the ground, just to assist you, get you to that next level. I'm really starting to feel it here now, guys. As I said, this is my first time doing this exercise, and they're effective. I mean, they're simple, but they really work. I can testify to that. I was really feeling it. So I chose to do 20 reps on each leg. Now, you don't necessarily have to do 20 reps. You can choose a number which you're comfortable with. Choose a number that you're comfortable with, but will actually challenge you, a bit. You don't want to waste your time. You want this to be a challenge so that you can adapt and you can become stronger in time. But you don't want to overexert yourself, or worse, injure yourself. So let's choose a number which is sensible but effective. Oh yeah, I'm really feeling it right here. Okay, now as you can see, this exercise has become very difficult to me at this point, so I allowed that lower leg to actually rest on the ground just to be able to complete my last few reps. And that's fine. I mean, you're going to get it done however you can to begin with. But in time, because you adapted, you'll be able to do this workout with ease. Okay, guys, so for our next exercise, we're going to be in a lying bridge position, and we're simply going to do alternating knee raises, okay? Okay, now with this exercise, I'll be honest with you guys. I was a little afraid at first to actually conduct it. The condition that my knee was in, it was very, very weak. So I definitely was aware that extensions would be difficult. So I definitely didn't want to re-injure it or even risk re-injuring it for that matter. So this exercise actually turned out to be very I would say comforting. It felt really, really good. It felt like it was generating that blood flow and activating those muscles which hadn't been utilized in so long in such a way. So man, I gotta give big kudos to my therapist once again. Love her for pretty much giving me these options to recovery, because without them, I pretty much was, oh my God, I was lost. I didn't know what I was gonna do to recuperate or to even get back to walking for that matter. Every workout that I was doing, that I was accustomed to doing, it was too much. But these are just perfect. Perfect. All right, that's our 20 repetitions, leg extensions. One day I'll be putting weight on that. But gotta be patient. Okay, guys, so for this next exercise, we are going to be in a bridge position again, but the only difference is we're going to take one of our legs and we're going to simply cross it over the other, okay? So I will demonstrate here. We start out in our bridge position. We take one leg, we cross it over the other, and then we do a raise. So we're gonna raise our abs into the air, thrust with our hips upward, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna activate our glutes, our abs, all those stabilizing muscles, and also it's gonna give us a very good stretch in the region of our knee, which is gonna assist with regaining that flexibility and just that awesomeness, okay? You're gonna feel this. I know for me, it felt very, very strange at first, especially once I started to do it with the left knee, my injured knee. But I tell you what, after the exercise, I felt like walking around the world. It's incredible. And I'll give you guys another tip, a recovery tip. Not only do I highly recommend you to take a highly nutritional and pretty much, effective and natural supplement, protein, immediately following all your exercises. You want to saturate those muscles with the nutrients that were lost during, the exercise. But another thing that I recommend is a cold bath or ice, especially for that knee. When we are aggravating it while we're doing these exercises, so we pretty much want to baby it afterwards. So I highly recommend applying ice. If you do not have access to ice, then you can simply run cold water over it for a certain period of time, maybe 10-15 minutes. And from my experience, I think it's just as effective as icing. I do. So you can do either though. But yeah, as for the supplements, what other supplement do I recommend but Gain Gods? So that's a wrap, y'all. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you got some value.